Boomerang roller coasters, you gotta love them. I mean, if you kind of think about it, it's kind of cool to have a ride that can go around its track twice despite not building more track. I mean, on paper, a Boomerang roller coaster is an awesome idea. Like I said, a roller coaster that can do twice its track without doing twice its track. A roller coaster that saves money, not just for the manufacturer for them building twice the amount of rolling and coasting in one, but also saves money and space for the park because the ride is not really that big. That's an understatement. And although some question about their ride experience, you gotta admit that these rides look pretty cool. And today, I'm gonna be ranking all of these Boomerang roller coasters. From first to worst or hero to zero, whatever you call it, I'ma do it. Yes, I am aware that all these roller coasters are the exact same ride, but I think there is enough to talk about between each individual attraction. From where the ride is located in the park, the actual theme of the attraction, the color scheme, and how cool the ride actually looks, and honestly, anything that can get me past the 8-minute mark on a YouTube video. I'm currently stalling. Hi, it's been like a month since I've last recorded a segment for this video. I've gotten a haircut and it's just grown back a little bit already. Yeah, okay, let's get it started. Alrighty, hey, fun fact, I really do enjoy Boomerang roller coasters like a lot. I really love this type of attraction, but of course, something's always gonna have to come in dead last, and for my 7th spot, I'm going to have to pick Boomerang at Six Flags St. Louis. When I think of a Boomerang roller coaster at probably like any park in the world, this is not my first choice at all. I'm pretty sure this Boomerang roller coaster probably has like one of the lowest fan bases out of any Boomerang roller coaster in the United States, which a lot of them are already pretty low, but I feel like this one's just even lower. A running joke about this ride is that the best part about this attraction is the color scheme, and especially when the sun's hitting it during golden hour, it does look pretty nice. But on the back side of the attraction, I'm not the biggest fan on how it looks and how it blends in into the surrounding scenery like the grass and the rocks, so it's gonna lose some points there. But a thing I really do enjoy about this ride is that the Cobra Roll is right out in front and center over the pathway for people to walk under. I like how it adds a lot of kinetic energy to the park when you see that train flying overhead. I just like the way it feels, you know? Now, I can't really speak for ride experience that much because it's been a long time since I've actually rode this attraction, but I do know that 2014 me really hated it. So I guess long story short, I'm putting this one in dead last in 7th place because of personal bias. The next ride on our list is Boomerang Coast to Coaster. Whoa! Yeah, I don't like this one a lot either. I think the best thing this ride has going for it is that it's sitting right in front of the water, and I think that looks pretty nice. And basically, no matter what it is, water makes everything just look kind of better. So good job, Darien Lake, that's pretty cool. And also, I am a big fan of the color scheme of blue and white. Not sure why I like these colors so much, but they just remind me of someone, like a certain, some certain roller coaster theme park channel on YouTube. Basically, it's those two reasons why I like this one just a tad more than the one at St. Louis. I still don't prefer this one at all, but you know what? I like it this much more. Taking the next spot on the list on the, I forget what count we're on now, it's only been 2, but I've forgotten, is the Bat at Canada's Wonderland. Now, there's a few reasons why I enjoy this Boomerang a little more than the other ones I've already mentioned on this list. One reason is the color red. Now, this off-ride footage here doesn't really do the ride justice, but when it's a nice, bright, sunny day outside, the color of the track looks pretty good with the blue sky. The sky is blue, if you forgot. This one ranks a little higher for me as well because it doesn't actually have the theme of a boomerang like the other ones did. This one has its own original unique theme, which is a bat. It's a flying animal. I also own the Nano for this one. To be honest, I don't know why I bought this, but cool. Another reason why I really enjoy this one, it's because this is the ride where I found my love for Vekoma boomerangs, especially this point right here in the ride where you're going backwards and you're pinned up against your seat because you're going backwards through the vertical loop and the Cobra Roll, and you're basically like, but it's so much fun. And when I did ride this for the first time, I was sitting with this random dude and he was just screaming his head off throughout the entire ride. It was the funniest thing ever, this grown dude just going crazy. It was the funniest thing. After we got off, he loved it. He wanted to go again. But this dude was screaming his head off. And the more that I talk about this ride, I like this one a lot. Like, why am I putting it in third to last? Like, I like this one a lot. It, like, reintroduced me into Boomerang roller coasters. It shouldn't be third to last. It should be over the one I'm going to talk about next, which is Boomerang at Worlds of Fun. Okay, Okay, I'm better now. Okay, now, so the new updated Boomerang list is Boomerang, Boomerang Coaster Coaster, Boomerang, and then Bat. I realized that I put Bat before Boomerang and then after Boomerang Coaster Coaster, but I realized I like Bat more, so I'm gonna put Bat in 4th place and then Boomerang Worlds of Fun in 3rd, as I talked about Boomerang Worlds of Fun. So now that the new list is gonna be Boomerang, Boomerang Coaster Coaster, Boomerang, and then Bat. Here we go. On to Boomerang at Worlds of Fun. Yeah, I mean, this one's pretty chill. Yeah, I don't got much to say about this one. I'm gonna go ahead here and give Boomerang at Worlds of Fun the award for best entrance sign. There we go. And like, I mean, that is a tough sign. Like, that looks amazing. Like, that's a good roller coaster sign. Although I'm gonna say I'm not a fan of the color scheme for the station here. We got yellow, green, and pink. If I was Big Justice from the Costco guys right now, I would say boom. But you know what? Boomerangs are boom. The next one we have on the list is another Boomerang Coaster Coaster at a different Six Flags park. I'm putting this Boomerang higher on the list than any of the ones I've already mentioned because this one just looks better. And when it comes to Boomerangs, first impressions are everything. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this Boomerang right here has the best setting for any Boomerang I've ever seen. I think this Boomerang has my favorite paint job out of any Boomerang I've ever seen or ridden. The teal and orange just looks amazing, and again, if it was actually a clear day outside, it would look fantastic in the sun. And I'm pretty sure I got a fresh paint job a few years ago, so again, it would look fantastic in the sun if I could find any video of it where it's not cloudy out. I can't speak for ride experience that much because I rode this like one time 3 years ago and I don't remember too much about it, but I know that it wasn't bad and I liked it. There you go. So basically I'm judging a book by its cover and the cover looks pretty good, not gonna lie, so we're moving on to the next Boomerang. The final one we have on our list is the Flying Cobras located down south in the Carolinas at Carowinds. And just like the Bat at Canada's Wonderland, this one actually has a theme going on with it. It actually is more than just a boomerang. It has a theme. It has a theme. Theming, yummy. So this one's actually pretty cool because it features the updated train and restraint design from Vekoma. Unlike other Vekoma boomerangs, this one doesn't have those hard over-the-shoulder restraints, but actually has those vests, which makes it a lot more comfortable for the riders. Which doesn't really affect me because I'm tall enough where I clear the restraints, so I'm good with any old Vekoma or Arrow. Like, I love those rides. But you know, people that are shorter than me, they get a lot of headbanging and they don't like those older rides. So with this one, with the updated restraint design, people actually enjoy the ride a lot more, and it's pretty nice for them. Side note, in the last Boomerang, I just said that I had the best paint job I've ever seen, but I actually want to reverse it to this one. I like this one a lot more, and I also like the train colors. They look pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally made it to the last of the list, my favorite Boomerang of all, that being Invertigo at Kings Island. This one looks a little different than the other Boomerangs on the list. That would be because it is a little different than the other Boomerangs on the list. This one is actually inverted, hence the name Invertigo. I don't get to ride this attraction as much as I would like because usually it has a long line when I go, but when I do get the chance to ride it, I come off saying, wow, I am an Invertigo enjoyer. But I think I'm going to go ahead and say that my favorite part about this ride is that if you're not sitting in the front or back, you will be staring at a complete stranger for your whole ride experience, and that's pretty awesome. The ride's gonna go ahead and get some cool points because yes, it looks different. It's upside down, it's inverted. I think that just looks cooler than the other Boomerangs. W Boomerang roller coaster. But anyways, that's kind of all I have to talk about. We accomplished the mission today, which was to make a dumb video about ranking the same ride over and over again. But you know what? Thanks for watching and listening to me, and now I will hypnotize you into believing that my roller coaster opinions are better than yours. But don't tell anyone because that would make me sad. But anyways, that's all from me. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Cedar Point real quick and ride Rougarou and then come straight back. And please like and subscribe. I will see you later. Bye.